Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I've got an awesome fifth wheel for you. It is the 2023 Sabre 38 RLH. This is their newest floor plan. It's got a really cool kind of L kitchen setup to it. This is a This is a 4-slide unit, and dollar for dollar, the Sabre is one of my favorite brands. You get so much value out of this. You know, you got the vacuum bonded sidewalls, a cellular package so you can get 4G or 5G LTE connectivity. You have the Tough Flex PVC roofing, polar package, you know, all sorts of good stuff in this thing. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to put a lot of that information down in the description of this video along with the specifications. You know, things like tank size, awning sizes, length, weight, height, you know, all that good stuff. But kick back, enjoy. Hope you guys like my style. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you do. Got the little saber-toothed tiger on there looking sharp. Love it, love it, love it. I think that's a pretty cool decal. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. So again, it's the 2023 Sabre 38 RLH. Again, their brand new model. My first time getting into it. Here's kind of the Sweet 16 if you guys want to take a look at it. Auto leveling, vacuum bonded. Backup camera, safety system, juice pack, solar package. Forgot that it had that on there. But right when you walk in, this is what I was talking about with that L setup. What a cool and unique floor plan right off the bat. It kind of reminds me of a Montana floor plan that I sold probably about 10 years ago. But a ton of useful space. You're also going to get, you know, pretty decent sized slides for a mid-size fifth wheel. So this isn't the full profile. What I mean by that, it kind of slants down there in the back, as you can see. Or maybe if I lift up the camera, you know, it's a little bit easier to see. But typically when that happens, you start getting smaller features. But, you know, not in the Sabre. They do a really good job there in their engineering department to kind of work this up, make it pretty functional. I am 6 feet tall. You're going to see probably about 6'3", you know, 6'4", something like that. Right up in here, you're going to have 3 slides. So you got your seating slide, your entertainment slide, and then your kitchen slide to give you a little bit more working room to match up, you know, with all this countertop space. One thing I do like with the taller slides is you get bigger windows. The back two will both open up for a cross breeze. The side two do not open up. Those are just going to be for natural lighting, you know, and a good view. And a cool thing about the Sabre windows that they're using is they use a mirrored finish. So they're not doing the tinted windows, but that's okay. It has the same functionality. So what it does is it kind of dims down the light, reflects it, some of it, sort of like, you know, those silvery sunglasses. That's exactly what it is. And in turn, it protects some of your furniture a little better. It won't kind of bleach it out. You know, I'm not talking about year 1 and 2, but I'm talking like 5, 6, 7. You know, you're good to go as far as not damaging your furniture from the sun. So really cool. I like to see how that plays out. I think it'll really help out with resale value. So on these slides, you get the zebra shades. So you get kind of the half sun, full Dracula mode, you know, no sun. And then, of course, they obviously roll back up. But again, those back ones do open up. You got your dinette right here to sit down, play some cards, have some breakfast. A little bit of storage here up underneath the booth, you know, maybe for some linens or, you know, some odds and ends items. Power recliner right over here. And you're also going to see it has a couple different modes. So you turn it on, it's got some accent lighting. Each side has accent lighting. Each side also comes with heat and massage. Trust me, I've taken many naps with that, very soothing. They're also going to be that quick recline, so they lay down pretty darn flat. So you could sleep there if you're more of kind of the, you know, the recliner sleeper style, you know, kind of person. Directly across from the recliner, I like how they put that entertainment section. You'll notice the island right here, or the elbow, whatever you want to call it, is not blocking any of your view. So I think that is pretty nice. Up on this back wall, not only do you have a lot of storage and countertop space, but even though this is traditionally a couples coach, this is a pull-out, which will come, I would say, probably to, you know, right about there, which, by the way, check out all the space here in this back rear living. It's a pretty incredible, you know, due to those opposing slides. But you can sleep an extra 2 people, you know, right there as well. Also on both sides, like I said, you know, you do get some storage. And then you get a little bit of countertop space right there. You maybe put a laptop, you know, or your cell phone, a couple books, you know, whatever. And each side does have 2 outlets and then 2 USBs to charge up all your devices. This back window doubles up as an emergency exit. It does open up again for a good breeze, but you just pull that little red pin, push and pop, you get out. Again, they all got the zebra shades, a little overhead storage, which is nice. This is going to be all one piece, so from wall to wall, but you can definitely put up a lot of good stuff up there. It's a little bit high. If you're vertically challenged, might not be the best place to put everyday items, but it's doing a pretty good job. Some clicker lights there on both sides. Right over here, again, this is going to be your entertainment slide. So not only do you have a lot of storage, but you get an electric fireplace that comes with a couple different modes. You have your red, your blue, your white. I think there is an orange on there, but it also pumps out 5,100 BTUs of heat. So a camper this size, that'll save you a bunch of money on propane. It'll heat up this entire area, absolutely no problem. It's probably about 45 degrees in my shop today, and I'm in here, in a t-shirt, doing just fine. TV right there is going to be on a swivel, so you can move that around, wherever you want, just like that. You also are going to see you get kind of some secret storage back there, which is always nice. And then you got your plug-ins. That's also going to be, you can't really see because it's a little dark, but there's a little black box right there, and that's going to be for, your speakers. So they all run on a Bluetooth, so you hook up your phone, play some Spotify, or whatever you want to do right on that. Pretty easy to connect. It's all Bluetooth, kind of getting with the times. So all that storage is going to be the same on the left as it is on the right. And then again, you got the overhead storage. This one's going to be a little bit easier to access there if you are shorter, unlike that other one I just showed you. Right above me, you got yourself a little ceiling fan to keep the air nice and circulating. You also have the AC, which is the Furrion system, a little bit more effective. It's also got the dump valve right there. So if you're sitting down watching a movie and you want the air to disproportionately blow down in this area, you just open that up. Otherwise, you close it, send it evenly down the track. You're good to go. Not above the slides, but on the actual roof itself up there by the trim, they put the LED lights. And I love it because it goes from side all the way down. At night when you're coming out for a good snack, just gives you a really nice ambient glow. I think that's a really cool feature that, quite frankly, other than Sabre and Arctic Wolf, I don't think I've really seen before. So I think that is nice. That brings you over here to your kitchen. So on this side, you get some storage. Same again, both left and right. And they are connected. You're also going to see that little sliver of light right there. You do have access from the other side. So I think that's pretty neat. The Sabre is doing the ring test. Solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Can't wait to see you. A little bit more accent lighting right under the countertop. 2 outlets, 2 USBs. You also have your black stainless steel farm style sink, which I think is not only sharp looking, but really functional. It's a little bit, I prefer this over the ones that are kind of set in the center. I'm not sure how you feel, but there's also, you can put a cover on there. Makes massive, massive countertop space, which is pretty nice. Here above the sink, you got whatever that thing is called, the wood block with these fancy looking little lights with the metal, and that little little rope, not there. I'm not too much of a fancy guy, but maybe you guys can drop whatever the name of that stuff is. But I think it's pretty cool and it looks sharp. You have your Everchill refrigerator, which is absolutely massive. It's also going to be a smart refrigerator, so you can click right here, 3 seconds to lock it or unlock it, but you can set your temperature, all that good stuff. You can kind of play around with that if you guys buy one. Actually, I sold this one off of a very, very lovely couple. They're coming here tomorrow morning. Can't wait to see you. So, Don, if you're watching, I appreciate your business, brother. So right there, you can see you got enough space, absolutely. If you're a weekend warrior or even a full-timer, you can fit a week's worth of food in there. Absolutely no problem. 2 freezer pullouts. So you got this right there. And then I like how they separate it into 2 different drawers. You got that right there. And this is removable. You can actually click that out if you don't want it kind of that partitioned finish. So again, you got the LED lights there. The farm style sink gives you another little view of that with your high-rise style faucet that you can pull out on that little snake doodad. Hitting those dishes from all angles. It's also got kind of that little coil wrapping, which, looks fancy and kind of gives it a little extra, a little spring to its step, I suppose. Underneath the sink, you'll find you got a little access to your plumbing, and more storage. And then If you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe button, and if you find these long tours just a little too long, you're just wanting a taste, you can always check. I put playlists in, for each brand, whether it's Sabre, Arctic Wolf, Riverstone, yada, yada, yada. I make 1 minute tours as well, and people seem to get a pretty good kick on it. I slap some pretty nice music on there and, keep things rolling. You got just enough space to kind of turn around and make it functional. You probably want one person here, but you got a little bit more countertop space. This goes over the Sweet 16 again. I'll show you that. If you guys want to pause it, you guys can kind of go over. Actually, one thing I just learned from that, smart TVs. So I guess they added a smart TV, so you'll be able to hook up like Netflix and YouTube TV and all that. So I'm glad that sticker was there. Thank God my employer hired me because I'm friendly. Couple outlets, and you got the new 2023 Jeez, oh Pete's. Backsplash, looking as sharp as ever. You got your Contour, microwave. Probably fit about 8 to 10 bags of popcorn in there, absolutely no problem. 3 stovetop burner. And then you got an oven that's big enough size to where maybe you can make up some cookies, a DiGiorno pizza, something like that. And then right over here, I really like how they worked in this area. So for my family, this would kind of be like the bar setup. You got kind of a drunk drawer right here. Throw a couple things in. That's the control for the fireplace, by the way. But I'd make that kind of like a drink zone with that solid surface countertop, 2 USBs, 2 outlets, and make kind of like a margarita mixer area. Just a really nice little small spot. More storage for more belongings. And then right over here, check this out, pretty darn impressive. You got a pantry. Definitely do a lot of damage with that. And then these are also, removable, which is pretty darn cool as well. So if you got something taller you want to put in there, or maybe even make it like a hanging closet if you need more clothes, you got a little bit of versatility. That black box down there, I didn't point that out. If something's not working, if the lights aren't turned on or a slide's not working, make sure to check that. That's your fuse box. It'll actually glow and let you know which fuse is not working, so that's pretty nice. But I think that about wraps up here this back area. Now I'll keep working my way, go to the bedroom. Man, just look at that. That is such a cool, neat, unique floor plan, one that I haven't seen in quite some time. So right here, before we head into the bedroom, or the bathroom, I'm sorry, this is going to be your control center. So this is called the LCI One control. You can also download the app and control it there from your phone. But you got all sorts of different settings that you can play with. Not only can you control all your lighting, but you can control the slides, the awnings, the leveling. There's going to be settings where you can do, kind of the dorky stuff like your diagnostics. And then your help screen, which actually gives you like little movies for, like I'm assuming, I haven't actually checked it, so I don't know why I'm really talking about it, but how-to and troubleshooting. So I would assume, like winterizing and things like that. But you know what they say about assuming. So you got your water pump, a couple more lights. This right here is where you can check your tanks. So your battery, your fresh tank, black tank, gray 1, gray 2. So 2 gray tanks. Again, the size of those will be down in the description, along with a link to the manufacturer. And then this is going to be your thermostat. 13 volts, looking good. So this is a 1.5 bath model. This is going to be your half bath. Nothing too crazy, just enough room to, sit down without, pinching your elbows on the side and get your business done. They did put in a little window, which is pretty nice, and that also opens up so you can, kind of breeze out the place depending on what you're doing. Bada bing. And a bada boom. Little sink right here, and I like how they offset that just to give you a little bit more space so they could actually even have a sink. You also got a couple outlets, and then here underneath you do get a little bit of storage, and behind these panels are going to be, some of your maintenance for some access to that plumbing. Oh, this is your waste tank control. Okay, so that makes sense. Perfect. Cool. Learning as we go. Like I said, first time in this bad boy. Got the bedroom with the bathroom in the back. The bathroom is pretty darn incredible on this floor plan. We'll get there soon. You got another thermostat for your other AC, which you'll see is right there. Again, you do have the dump valve. So if you like to sleep cold or you just want to be selfish and not give your guests, all the AC that they deserve, you open that up or close it. Again, distributes more evenly throughout the coach. But you'll see on this back here, window, both open up. I didn't put on the clicker lights, but you even have kind of that little overhead area where you can plop a book down or, your cell phone at night, something like that. Underneath the bed, a little bit of storage. Pretty darn good right there. Better than most brands that I sell. And then check this out. This is freaking awesome. So right here, let me turn this light. This is your Wi-Fi control. So that's going to be where it's prepped. But look at how incredible that is. Maybe you could put the kid that you don't like in there. Speaker right above the bed too, which is nice. Right over here, you got another emergency exit, and you do have a blind. This one's not going to be the zebra blind. It's kind of more of like a traditional kind of, well, I don't know, traditional RV blind. Pull, push, and pop. You can get out in a hurry. You got yourself a little dresser right here with 3 drawers, all looking just like that. And then you got a place for your TV backer. So put a TV on there. Feel free to put as big as one as you can fit. You also got your connection for your cable, and your 2 outlets. Got kind of the barn style door right there I like, which is on the rollers. And of course you got a safety latch holding that in. But check out this bathroom. This is pretty darn impressive. You got kind of the, the couple sink right here with the dual vanities. The backsplash, again, new for 2023. Show off that bowling arm, baby. Whew. Can't wait to get back. I have been on about a 3-week slumper, but I've been dying of colds left and right. And every kid is just sick. But I don't know where I was going. Really good mirrors. I know where I was going. I love bowling. Can't wait to do good again. Outlets. Controls. Right here is going to be for your Furrion tank heater, which is pretty cool. Settings, I believe, are 94 degrees through 120. So you can get this thing steaming hot. You also have a little fan right there to help, kind of get the steam circulating. Porcelain foot flush throne. And then check out the size of this shower. Pretty darn good for most of these fifth wheels. A couple places to sit down. You also got a place to put your soaps and shampoos. A little skylight if you are a giant. It was recommended that I stand inside of the shower. So here you go. Give you kind of a little old up and down ski. Get selfie mode going. Good storage right here. So there's going to be 2 of those drawers. And then underneath the sink, you're going to see you have more storage and then access to your plumbing again. This closet, you got a little shelf. Maybe put some shoes up there or whatever. Then you have a hanging rack. And then you got a little cubby there. But check out all the room there. So when we go out there, you're going to see that this pin box is going to be a Rhino pin box. I can tell because of how that is designed up there. The Rhino pin box, although it is not perfect, it does give you a little bit, about 15 more % of storage up in the front. So pretty cool little fact for you for the day. Now right up here, you are prepped for a washer and dryer. So there's going to be your hot and cold. If not, you just use it as another closet. But you just take these out to give yourself the room for the washer and dryer. You also got the dryer vent location right there where that little red sticker is. Well, yeah, guys, I think that about wraps it up here for the inside portion of this tour. Again, this is the 2023 Sabre 38RLH, their brand new model. Hope you guys dig the tour. Hope you guys like me. Hit that like and subscribe button if you do. I'd love to see you on some future videos. And as always, drop a comment, say hi, tell me what you think, tell me what I could do better. And yeah, but let's spend probably about 3-4 minutes on the outside. Not too much to go over, but I want to show you some of the locations, some of your drain tanks. Right when you do walk in, you got the Sabre cutout, which I think is just pretty darn cool. And then you also have these step above solid entry steps. So, really sturdy. And then they're not overly heavy, but those fold up right into the door. They also got the, little tape right there. So for some poor weather, you're good to go. You have a little wind resistant door right there, up to 25 miles per hour. Extra large grab handle to help you get in and out with a little bit more ease. The dual axles. And then, like I was telling you before on the inside, when I was telling you about the mirrored finish, you can kind of see it. It shows up much better when you're outside, but you can see that light right there, how it reflects off. So it actually has a built-in UV protection, which is pretty darn cool. And like I said, that'll really help out kind of the sun fading of your furniture over time. Again, not year one, not year two, but you're talking 4 or 5. You're talking resale value. You know, kind of get a couple extra years out of it while it's still looking good before you have to replace the furniture. One thing that I do enjoy Sabre's doing is you'll see that little plastic strip right there. That is prepped for the Solaris slide toppers. So it makes it a little bit easier, makes it a little bit less expensive. You're looking at $700 a piece. So for the total camper, $2,800 to apply floors. I'm having a hard time talking, geez, oh Pete's. 4 slide toppers for $2,800. Slide topper is basically a piece of canvas that goes over the top of the slide. And let's say if you're parked under a tree, you know, you got tree branches falling on there, and then you bring that slide in, you know, it'll pop that seal. So the seal needs to be flipped out like that, and then it'll flip in when you're pulling it. But imagine a tree branch gets in there, creates a little opening, you know, for some water. You know, that isn't good for anybody. Usually when you hear about slides leaking, it's because of that. Pine needles, nuts, tree branches, all that. But the slide topper pretty much eliminates that, unless something real crazy happens. Right up here on the back, got your observation camera. Connects up to your phone, so that way when you're driving down the road, you know, you can really see what's going on behind you. Really great safety feature to have. This is a fully walkable roof. They didn't put a ladder on there, but they are putting the Lippert on-the-go ladder system. I think they're like $275 on Lippert's website, but you know, pretty darn cool. Basically, it's a telescoping ladder that comes down. You latch it in, and then you can, you know, get going. You got a little receiver right here. I believe it's got a 300-pound capacity, so good for storage, good for bike racks, you know, things of that nature. This is where you're going to plug in your camper. So 50 amp connection right there. Not too much to go over on that. 3 slide outs on this side. Again, all of them are prepped for these slide toppers. Automatic leveling, so click of a button, you know, you're good to go. And also show you up here underneath, you know, you can see it's all buttoned up, all enclosed. You got that Arctic package, so you know it's going to be a little bit more useful, you know, for winter, a little bit better for that summer heat. Nice feature to have, you know, also keeps some of the rodents out. And you know, most importantly, it's that chill. You know, it really keeps your tanks a little bit warmer. That's going to be your dump valve, you know, and your connections right there. And as you can see, it's all kind of tied in right there. You got 2 pass-through storages on this, which is pretty unique and pretty cool. Or not pass-through storage, I'm sorry. You got 1 pass-through storage. It also shows off the construction, how it's welded at all points. And you'll notice this isn't wood, so it's all, you know, got that little cover there. I'm not sure what that material is, but there's no wood exposed, so any water that splashes up or anything, you know, you're way more protected. They also put linoleum in here as opposed to the wood as well, which is nice. Got the heater pumping in here now, which is always a plus. More storage right there. And this is going to be your docking station. So you got all your different, you know, your freshwater connection, city water connection, black tank flush, 2 of them for both your black tanks. If you're not familiar with that, it's basically a sprinkler system there for your poop tank. You got your winterizing, and then you got your hot and cold shower access right out here with an outside shower nozzle. You know, so spray yourself off if you're hitting the trails, having some fun, getting dirty. Cable hookup, satellite hookup. Back end of the hot water heater. Propane bottle, 1 on this side, 1 on the other. And then right over here, this is going to be the control for your auto leveling, and then your docking lights, which I'll show you here in a second. Those are the lights on the front that just kind of help backing up a little bit easier. And this is going to be where your battery is, your solar charge controller, and then your spare tire. Yep. There's that pin box I was telling you about, and there are the docking lights. But guys, I hope, oh, jeez, oh, Pete's, I'm not doing my job. Almost did you guys a disservice. Check out this feature, pretty darn cool. Little mini fridge right there to put all your apple juices in. I know how you RVers like your apple juice. A little bit of countertop space, nothing too crazy. But one thing I do enjoy, that is actually plumbed, you know, all the way in. So it's not one of those cheap plastic ones that you just have to pull out and dump. You know, you can actually, you know, run the sink and keep it going. But now we're done. This is the 2023 Sabre 38 RLH. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Hope to see you next time. My name is Hunter. See ya.